In this video, we will discuss different ways of adding items to the list. We can both add or append elements to the list as lists are mutable. There are three different methods which are mainly used. First is the insert method. It inserts an element at a particular index in list data, so we could specify the index number, where we want the record to be inserted into the list. Second is the append method. It always adds the new elements to end of the list. We don't have any choice of adding the elements anywhere in the string. Third is the extend method. It extends the list by adding another list or string or tuples at the end of the list. Means one list can be added at the end of another list to extend it. Let's test the addition of elements within a list using a program. A list named Lista is initialized with 5 values as A, B, C, D, and E. First print statement is added to print the complete elements in the list. Next we want to append a character at the index 1 of an existing list. So we have to use it as the list name. The insert method. Insert method uses two parameters. The first is the index location where the element needs to be added. Secondly, the element that needs to be added. Adding string A1 at index position 1 in parentheses and adding print statement to print the complete list. When executed, we can see that in the first print statement it has printed all the original elements of the list. In the second print statement, the character A1 is placed at the index 1 position and all other characters' index is shifted by 1 index. Next we will use the append method to append the elements to the list. Append method always appends the element to the end of the string. We don't have any option to append the element in the middle of the list as it was done using the insert method. So we have to it as the list name. The append method. The append method just takes one parameter, which is the element name that needs to be appended. Adding print statement to print the list again. Once executed, we can see that the character F is now appended at the end of the list. Finally, we will use the extend method. Extend method is used to extend an existing list by appending another list or tuple or strings to itself. So let's add a new list, a string, and a tuple which we will use to extend an existing list. For extending the list we have to use it as list name. Extend method with the name of the string or list or tuple in parenthesis. Extending the list one by first extending using the list B, then by extending using tuple B, and finally extending using string B. Adding the print statement to print the final list again. Once executed, we can see that the new list contains all the elements which we had extended. They are always added at the end of the list. This is the original list values. It is followed by elements from list B, followed by elements from tuple B, and finally the elements from string B. When a string is extended, then each character of the string is considered as a separate element for the list. So these are the different ways in which we can extend a list in Python.